Good morning. This is day 3 of the Holy Week. And today is important because there are a lot of pivotal things that are going to take place on this day that sets in motion all that is going to transpire at the end of this week. If you recall, on day 2, Jesus enters into the temple and begins to turn the tables over and begins to whip at those who are in the temple because of the wickedness that was taking place in the temple. And because of that, it now puts the religious leaders at attention, and now they are focused more on Jesus. Yes, they put up with his teachings, they put up with the so-called miracles that took place, but now he's stepped over the line. He has now made himself an authority, as if to say, who does he think he is? Coming in here, turning over these tables. We are the leaders in this, we are the religious leaders here. We say what happens in this temple, not this carpenter, not this revolutionary. Who does he think he is? And so what ends up happening is they begin to set in motion to devise a plan to ambush Jesus, with the intention to arrest him. Matter of fact, there was some thought to believe that this is when Judas sets up or negotiates a deal onto handing over Jesus on this day. But all of the traps that they tried to set up, Jesus was able to avoid them. And as he avoided them, he even pronounced a judgment on them. He called them blind guides. He called them snakes. He called them sons of vipers. Come on, if you think about those are not endearing names. These are not names that you say to those who are being blessed. He's calling judgment on them. He tells them that they're like open, whitewashed tombs. And basically what he's saying is that on the outside of the tomb is beautified. It looks pretty. It looks nice. It looks inviting. But on the inside is nothing but dead bones and debris. He was saying that they look good. They perform good. And everything on the outside looks good. But on the inside of them is nothing but death and iniquity and junk. Nothing of purity. Nothing of God that rests on the inside of them. He even goes on to state this rhetorical question. He says, how will you escape hell? Now, I don't know about you, but if Jesus had asked me that question, if anybody would have asked me that question, it would cause me to stand at attention and be like, whoa, what just happened here? How will you escape hell? Well, needless to say, Jesus and the disciples, they make their way back to Jerusalem, and now they are going to the Mount of Olives, and they're at the top of the Mount of Olives, and they're looking at the landscape of Jerusalem. And Jesus begins to go into his prophetic teaching the disciples about his second coming, talking about the end times, talking about how he will return and that there will be a final judgment. I want to encourage you that if you're going into this week and you don't know Jesus as your Lord and Savior, that you will begin to reflect on your life. Jesus is coming again, and he's coming for you and I. Who are you and I? Those of us who have received his finished work as Lord and Savior. He whose blood was shed so that you and I can be redeemed. Have you received that? If you have not, I would venture to say you need to give Jesus a try. Otherwise, the rhetorical question Jesus asked those religious leaders, I will ask you, how will you escape hell? This is all for day 3. Tune in tomorrow as we join into day 4 of the Holy Week. God bless.